Yes, you read the title right. What if you Nuzlocked a Pokemon game, but all of your Pokemon were married? Today, we're exploring the forgotten Wedlock challenge. If you're an OG like me, you might remember this challenge was created by the YouTuber Marriland. It follows the standard Nuzlocke rules, but with one major twist. Your Pokemon now fight in married pairs. Instead of battling with a full team of 6, you'll always be fighting in couples. Building your team becomes completely different too, since every pair must consist of opposite genders. That means some encounters can become much more valuable than they normally would. Just one thing to keep in mind. Genderless Pokemon are banned, which sadly means pretty much every legendary is off the table. I'll be tempted to beat Pokemon White under this challenge with a few additional rules. So let's see if it's possible. And while you're at it, see if it's possible to hit that subscribe and enjoy the video. In fact, Marriland, if you ever see this, thank you for creating a generational childhood for me and many other young trainers out there. Make sure to stay on brand and name myself Strike. A lot of people might think it's a quite obvious pick. I pick my boy Tepig, but I had different plans. I haven't used Oshawott in ages, and I figured this was the perfect time. It proceeds to kick their asses, and since I've always thought Razor Shell looked like a sword, I named our boy Arthur. You know, the dude who pulled the sword from the stone. Who's gonna be his best buddy, partner in crime, or potentially his lover? Lillipup, it is. So now Arthur and Lily are officially a pair. We wouldn't care about Get's brainwashing, but we do care about N's battle. Thankfully, it wasn't too difficult. And funnily enough, we got a purloin of our own. My dumbass forgot I was about to fight Bianca and nearly got Lily killed. But her knight in shining armor saved the day. This lady gives me a Pansear who unfortunately ends up being a male. That means Catboy and Monfy are both lone wolves for now. Basically, they fight solo and get first priority on new partners. So far, so good. I went into the gym a little nervous since Arthur and Lily were my only pair. Here we go, bro, it's Sharon. He leads Lillipup. I knew I should have just leveled up Oshawott. I fucking knew it. This messed up my plan, but I had to switch because I needed Lily for this Pansage. One workup was definitely scary, but I just kept spamming Water Gun. Holy crit. Scout speeds us, which is bad, but I get one tackle off. I tanked the first hit, but of course the second. I'm not trying to manifest anything bad though. I'm not trying to manifest any... Why are crits being thrown left and right? Wait! In hindsight, I don't know why I just didn't heal here. But I guess I forgot my own rules, honestly. He uses a potion while I land another tackle, and for some reason, I thought this was the right play. Please? Fuck! Wait, no way, no way. Dog. Arthur! He avenges his late wife and wins the badge. How are we only having a death? How? What a heartbreaking sight for our little friend. However, he must remain strong. I blame the timid nature for the lack of attack, but it is what it is. Fret not though, because Arthur's new partner was Nimbus the Patch Rat. Rival battles were around every corner at this point, but we managed to prevail. Cowboy found his homegirl, and Monfrey got his rocky gal. I want to do some training before the second gym, so I faced his nurse. Looking back, this might have been one of the biggest mistakes of the entire video. Not only did she put me to sleep, but she confused me twice in a row. I heal up, and surely I just hit through this and win. Right? Please make this easy for all of us. Oh my god, this game hates me! Oh my god, this game hates me! Oh my god, this game hates me! Oh my god! Oh my god, this game actually hates me! Yo, please. These two barely got any screen time, and Roggenrola would have been perfect counter for the second gym. But you know what? Fuck Muna and this game. At least we get Cinderella, but she's a lone wolf for now. After almost dying again, it was time to fight N outside the museum. His bro went down in seconds and sent out Temple. Of course, this guy just had to spam Supersonic, then land a crit. Nimbus. Okay. 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 I see how you move. I see how you move. Through the sheer pain of Arthur seeing both his loved ones die in front of him, he has evolved into Dewott to never let it happen again. With Nimbus gone, Arthur and Cinderella became our nearest pair. This wasn't even on some lovey-dovey shit. They were ready to throw some hands. I chained up the team and got straight to it. The only thing I was worried about this entire fight was retaliate. It's a normal type move that doubles in power after one of your Pokemon faints. It didn't help that she went for Leer, but I got one workup off and dodged the takedown. Oh my god, I went for takedown! Okay, wake up slap, wake it the fuck up. Bitch ass slap. No, I was definitely gonna go for takedown. 100%. No for okay, I kind of forgot the heal. However, Arthur got a rock smash off, but then something even worse happened. What? Brother! What the fuck is up with these crits? My RNG generally can't be studied. I'm forced to heal and take it down. At this point, I was fully expecting to eat Retaliate and lose Cinderella. But by God's grace, this woman missed a hypnosis instead. Since she'd already used the move, Retaliate wouldn't get the same boost, letting Cinderella land the finishing blow. Oh my god, you threw! You actually fucking threw! She did indeed. I know some people count the forest as the same area, but I treat it as separate and encounter Seawaddle. Fuck, dude! What? Oh! Well, that didn't last long, did it? Batwoman evolves, and before you say, it always in a bat, I wanted the names to match. Lifeheart is Catboy. You feel me? The forest was no challenge, which brought us to Castelia City. I picked up Sandy the Sandile and headed straight for the gym. But Bug Gym should be easy, right? Well, this little bastard right here made me question that. He almost blasted a Batwoman off the face of the planet, and that had me thinking, doesn't Burke have one of these too? So I figured Arthur and Cinderella would have been the perfect answer. In fact, I was convinced Dwebble would be his lead, but it ended up being Whirlipede. That definitely threw me off, but Arthur was putting in work. Whirlipede goes down, and next up was Leavanny. This is what I'm scared about the most. I don't know how much it's gonna like hurt me. Which is why I just don't work out. Which is why I'm just gonna walk through immediately. Holy fucking quick claw. And we actually hit. How much? Oh my god. I like to think I'm a pretty smart guy. I play cautiously and always try to find the safest way through fights. But perhaps this time, I made a mistake of overthinking Burke's Dwebble, as his Leavanny was the real problem. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know what happens next. I heal Arthur while Cinderella falls. Even with an Eviolite, this man was getting cut into shreds. Oh, what? What? Yeah. I should have just rolled with Batwoman, bro. Why didn't I just use Batwoman? Because I was putting too much power on this fucking Dwebble. Let me not talk too soon, bro. Let me not talk too soon, bro. Like, y'all see this, bro. Don't miss this. Like, every time I do any of these Nuzlocks, why do my starter always die? Always! I was a bit pissed at myself, but all I could do was keep pushing. Bianca wanted to run the fade, so I made sure she regretted it. And the same went for Sharon. In the next area, I caught Miraculous. And y'all already know the nickname. Samba de Janeiro. Da 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 da. I don't want to get copyrighted. Snow Janeiro is paired up with Sandy, while Chi-Chi ends up with Pharaoh the Yamask. I also revived my Plume Fossil into Sora the Arcan. I finally made it to Nimbasa City and was ready to recruit some more allies. We take these. I knew it! Like I said, I was ready to get more allies, but not lose them.
操你妈小逼崽子！你真没见过黑社会哈！操你妈的！敢不敢跟我比划比划？操你妈！操你妈！我也敢不敢比划什么叫黑手？操
！Everybody's getting crits today. Everybody's getting crits today. That's it. Everybody's getting crits today. Everybody! I added Sora in place of Maractus, but I low-key forgot and dragged us on a little date before forcing us into another battle. Both Sandy and Sora were cooking it until this happened. Do you see the pattern? Crits after crits after crits.
But Kelly, you should play on wrong crit.
How the hell was I supposed to know Eric Cutter was gonna one-shot me? Look at my fucking pain. Sure, he took down the Sigilif, but the Darumaka situation was crazy. I was in complete despair, so I had to calm myself down before making another move. I healed Sora and finished it with ancient power. Relax, relax, relax. If a nigga's telling himself to relax out loud, best believe he's one step away from crashing out. With my only ground type gone, it was time to come up with a new plan. Tetra the Lilligan became Sora's new partner, and as a quick reminder of our current pairs, I headed into Nimbasa's gym. At the time, I thought using pair 2 or pair 1 was a better play. At least I still had an Emolga, which countered both Tetra and Sora. So I put my faith in Chi-Chi's damage and Pharaoh's bulk, and the fact he had a Will-O-Wisp too. Chi-Chi takes on the Emolga, but it Volt switches into Joltik, who gets 2-shotted. I stay in expecting another Volt switch. I went for another Rock Tomb, but as I missed, I quickly realized I should have just gone for Dick. I switched into Pharaoh, who takes way too much damage, but lands a Will-O-Wisp. Honestly, I probably should have healed Darumaka here, but I was doing everything I could to avoid losing another Pokemon, which would soon change. I landed 2 hexes before the Volt switched back into Emolga, who now became a serious threat. I'm no fool. Well, maybe, because I put myself in the situation. Chi-Chi might have tanked the Volt switch and finished Striker, but there was no chance she would start speeding Emolga.
How is everyone just dying? Like, can I not just keep good mons on my side?
Since Catboy and Batwoman are paired together, I'm forced to send her in. And unfortunately, it just wasn't enough.
Oh my god! This is why I hate America with a burning passion! Oh my god, oh my god.
You know, I couldn't even put my thoughts into words. In fact, I don't think I crashed out like that in ages. Not even Platinum Kaizo got that out of me. To be honest, how would you feel if you lost 4 mons due to crits? This lineup was looking depressing, so let's change that. Chen tried to catch me off guard, but it did not work. On Charizard Bridge, I caught Duckleton, and on Route 6, Val of the Carablast, and Vanny in the cold storage. Me and Sharon quickly dealt with Team Plasma, opening the way to the gym. Carablast's evolution method was changed to happiness, so I got a Scavalier nice and early. If you didn't know, you can literally run around to max your Pokemon's happiness too. Here's an update to the team, but also how I plan to win. Tetra stepped up with confidence, putting Crocroc to sleep before setting up. Of course, he woke up after 1 turn, but it was not going to stop her onslaught. Excadrill barely survives the Giga Drain, but gets a Rock Slide off. Goodbye Driller Mole, and goodbye Blue Toe. After going through so much BS, it was nice to have a good old sweep. Tetra proved to be a force not to be reckoned with. After catching a Fungus, a Joltik, and kicking N's ass, I arrived in Mistralton City. On Route 7, we got lucky enough to find a Substriker, which is very strong. However, we weren't lucky to fight this trainer. This was the first triple battle of the run, and it completely caught me off guard. To make things even worse, I was getting critted and started missing my moves.
Fuck! How do you miss it? How?
Duckleton is teamed up though, so we're allowed to make this switch, which is fine. Oh my god, I'm actually molding. Oh my god, I'm actually molding. I'm actually molding. I'm actually molding. I'm actually molding. We missed twice in a row. You can't keep getting away with it. You can't keep getting away with it. Yo, Duckleton, please be faster, please. And once again, I lost because of RNG. Tetra left us too soon. Since Duckleton was already in, I had to switch into Garbanzo, but the rest of the battle ended pretty quickly. Muffet takes her place, but I try to keep my head up as I make my way into Celestial Tower and also pick up a Litwick. Now on this floor, you get to choose which trainer to battle. I picked this guy, but lo and behold, that was the second greatest mistake in the video. His only one was a Stoutland, which didn't worry me until he used Fire Fang. Easy switch though, right? While editing this, I realized I messed up the pairs when I made this switch. Valor is actually paired up with Vanny, not Duckleton, so that's my fault. I resisted Fire Fang, but I guess this guy just has all the elemental fangs. Sure, it's low HP, but I know Valor isn't outspeeding shit. So much for using Excavalier for the first time. Like, I don't think anyone actually understands how mad I am, like, for real. Like, on some no content shit, like, you guys don't know how mad I am. Like, I'm keeping a lot of shit in right now. A lot of shit. Best believe if I was on some, like, actual speed shit where I could just, like, buy a new setup whenever I wanted, I'd fist my monitor right now. I would fist it. I would fist it with all my might. And I'm not pausing on that either. You're taking in whatever I'm saying right now. I would fist it to death. But Kelby, what about the PR? Fuck PR right now. Fuck PR. Okay, do you hear me? Fuck PR. Sorry about that. Let's get this team ready for the next gym. It's gonna have to be heavy carry, bro. Do not fret, for I have Marty, the Kelvistrike, on the team. He goes for a spark and toast that bat. I guess we're eating fried swan, because Swanna didn't stand a chance. The last one was an pheasant who didn't even deserve the screen time. 6th badge complete. This was huge for us, because the level cap was holding back a lot of evolutions, and as you can see, they kick ass. I picked up 2 more allies, and outside the Dragon Spiral Tower, a sick-ass Drudigan. You know, I was quite proud of this name since it was a perfect Game of Thrones reference. Oh, and I also found a Palpitoad. Yeah. This is the current squad, and at first, I thought this gym would be much worse than it was. Marty's paired with Candice, and since she hadn't evolved yet, I was a bit worried about Bryson. But thanks to Eviolite, I felt a little more confident. Some of these trainers didn't even have ice types? Luckily, they didn't do shit. Bryson sets out Kergonol against Substrika, which was high-key perfect. His defense is terrible, so Marty one-shots it. That wasn't even a crit! Samurott! I figured this must have been because I was playing the Natdex complete version, but it did not matter. Discharge almost one-shots it, so I take it out the following turn. His last one was a Bear Tick, so I gave Candice a shot. To my surprise, the Eviolite combined with Will-O-Wisp nullified his Aqua Jet by a mile. This was yet another flawless win. After beating up Team Plasma, getting threatened by N, then beating them again, it was time for my last duel against Bianca. I went into this battle thinking it was going to be the same as usual, but then the demon Stoutland was out. I remember what I did last time, so I had to be very careful. I Volt Switched hoping to bait Fire Fang, but instead I dodged a takedown. However, you have so... Oh my goodness! That's fucking ridiculous. Are you kidding me? You gotta be fucking kidding me, right? I honestly wish you was kidding. That was the worst scenario that could have happened. Not only did Muffet die, but Sora's weak as fuck. Mienshao got cooked, but even after healing, there was no way Sora was surviving what Mishana was about to throw at him. G fucking G. G fucking G. Kill me then, kill me. Kill me. Kill me! I let Candice deal with this fat ass along with the Simisage, who did a little too much. Lastly was Embor. I had to go into Marty since Candice was too low. One discharge paralyzes it, while Spark does okay. But Brickbake did way too much damage. To make things worse, I accidentally clicked discharge instead of Volt Switch. It's the wrong move! Please stay paralyzed. So even if I Volt Switched, Candice would have died instead. And knowing that, it made me feel a little better. But I was still crushed that we lost 3 allies. Not only was Candice left a widow, but we watched another happy couple disappear. I want to do a lot of bad things myself. I want to do a lot of bad things myself that are not PR. A lot of bad things that are not PR. This is all I had left in the box, and I like to say they compensated well. I got a few evos and another encounter, and finally I arrived at the last gym. But of course, things just couldn't go my way. Scrafty, like, are we dead ass, bro? His egg group is dragon, but this is supposed to be a dragon type gym. Not only did it lower Garbonzo's defense, it even survives our bullshit HP. Even after healing, I knew her fate was sealed. At this point, I felt pretty empty. I just felt as if I kept losing Mon after Mon after Mon. But I had to stay focused. I added Kyokai, a mean shao I found in Dragon Spiral Tower, who would now be fighting alongside Vanny. Please don't have some BS. Fraction. Okay? So far, the ice beams have been one-shotting this dude. And that stays true. Dragon comes out. This guy hits hard as fuck. If I don't get hoed somehow, we should be fine here. I don't wanna, you know. Oh my god, a crit that definitely mattered. And the last one is Archeops. Oh god. I mean, if it goes for a rock type move, it's not looking good. Dodge maybe?
No.
Can I please just tank, like, genuinely? Please don't hold me. Okay. Please, please do enough. Freeze?
She will heal here. She will heal. She will heal. Can I please get a high roll?
Haxorus.
I have to go Kyokai. Like, I have to. I think this guy has sword extension shit. I don't know. Just go for a jump kick and see how much jump. That's really good though. Are you fucking kidding me? Slash? How much?
Don't be fucking reckless here. Don't be fucking reckless here. Will I really have to sack here?
Even if I try to heal Vanny, Vanny won't like outspeed and could potentially die anyway.
I can U-turn, get some HP back on Kyokai. Vanny falls, and Kyokai probably one-shots it with jump kick. It should, at the very least. Or I heal Vanny right now, and most likely tank whatever he throws at me because of the Evil Eye, and guarantee the kill with Ice Beam. Van has actually been here for quite some time now, and he just lost his partner too. I have to be ruthless. I had to. It was the safest play. I know I haven't said this for any of the other mons, not even my own starter Pokemon. But can we get a rest in peace Vanny in the comments? And in fact, let this be the G-check of the video. I never really thought I would actually care or use Vanilluxe ever. And I'm really glad I did. I'm sorry, Vanny. Your sacrifice will not be in vain. All that was left was the Pokemon League. But before that, I added Mido to the team while also grabbing my encounter in Miss Drowson Cave. We're bringing back an OG Gilgatine. The ones who watched the Desolation video know exactly who this monster is. But can this version live up to the OG? Let's see. Unfortunately, my Route 10 encounter was this fuck-ass Audino, followed by my final battle against Sharon. Sadly, my mic got disconnected, so we're stuck with post-commentary Kelby. The lead was awful, and Mido had a gentle nature, which sucked against a physical attacker. I could tank one more aerial ace, but it forced me to heal the following turn. Thankfully, it just kept spamming Detect, so I got away with it. Jump Kick does decent damage, but I almost get cooked by Scald. I Drain Punch for some extra HP, but then the Superior comes out, and I do not outspeed that thing. I made use of Kai's Regenerator ability and swapped into Mido. I thought I was smart for going for Light Screen, but it fucking sliced him in half with Leaflet. It just had to use Coil, making Acrobatics even weaker and just cooks Kyokai. I was having such a good run, man. Flawless gym wins, everything was finally coming together, and little by little, this game was taking it all away from me. Fuck you, Charon. But at least Victory Road was a breeze. This was the final squad. Gilgatine and Antarctica made a powerful pair, while the others complemented each other as well. In fact, I have a specific Chesto Berry strat with Gilgatine. Dragon Dance, Rest, and spam X Scissor on the first phase. This was a phenomenal plan, no? But then I noticed Gilgatine had a bold nature. It lowers attack and raises defense. But surely that wouldn't come back to bite me in the ass. Right? I really hope it's not doubles or some weird shit. Let's go ahead and do this. Reuniclus. Go for one Dragon Dance. Psychic, I expected this. It does so much damage. Immediately, one X Scissor, which should kill.
No, 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 no.
Please miss.
Wait.
Well, I guess that bold nature mattered. Real shit, this battle took a lot out of me. To the point where I genuinely started crashing out. I know no one's gonna fuck with this video. No one's going to fuck with this video. No one is generally going to fuck with this video, bro. Because I somehow end up in these situations regardless. It doesn't make sense to me. None of it makes sense to me. I had officially broken. I already knew Pepe wasn't gonna do shit against Sigilyph, but I definitely wasn't expecting it to outspeed Candace. Even then, it still kicked his ass. GG, bro. Yo, GG, bro. GG. You're telling me the only reason Reuniclus didn't die was because of my nature? Does anyone even understand how big brain I felt my plan was? Anyone? You and I both know how this ends. This guy better not have guts, by the way. Just saying. If I've been around for a long time, the Unova Elite Four has always been a big thorn in my side. Whether it be a Nuzlocke, a Spinwheel Lock, or a challenge like this, I just never end up winning. I still had a couple of Pokemon left in the box, but they definitely weren't qualified for what was coming. I was genuinely so salty, it was hard to keep my composure. However, depending on how this video does, maybe we should spin back on the Wedlock on a whole nother game. But before you leave, I want to leave you off with one final message that I do in all my videos. And it's that I genuinely aim to become one of the best PokeTubers on this platform. I know it's a very big and ambitious goal, and that many may not even believe in me, and especially as a new or casual viewer, I get your viewpoint. But if you've been watching my videos for a while, or just resonate with this vision and want to join me and the striker community to rise to the absolute top, all you gotta do is just subscribe and join the Discord below. I'm really about this, bro. If you want to support me further, make sure to check out my social medias below and become a member today to help me reach one step closer to making this my full-time job. But never forget to stay hydrated.